Okay, I think we are live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel for another video, another live stream. Um, I am going to be going through, and I should say revisiting, my full stack data science project for the automotive data. This has been one that I have put on the back burner for a minute, and the main reason for doing so is I had an EC2 instance with a Python scraper script running for it's been a while, and I was just trying to gather some data so we could revisit this, and I really need to revisit it because we have a good amount of data at this point. And I haven't really checked on it too much, um, other than making sure I'm not being charged on my Amazon instances because I accidentally spun up a SageMaker instance one time by accident. I was just poking around and then I realized that I spent $38 in 2 days. So it's not ideal. Let me go ahead and log in to my EC or my Amazon console, and then I am going to kind of just really quickly run through what this project is and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to jump into my S3 bucket here, and we're going to see a lot of data in a second. Cars bucket. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, we're still running. We're good. I think today's is done. 8th. Yeah, should be done. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what we're looking at here, I have an EC2 instance, like I mentioned, that has a Python web data scraper script on it that is specifically scraping data from cars.com. And it's doing it, I realized this later, and I never changed it, that it is doing the same zip code um, every time. So it's searching, I think, one of my local zip codes. I don't even remember which one, but it's searching the local zip code and it's just finding and just scraping all of, like, I think 100 pages of it every single day. And now I realize that this is not ideal because I'm only getting my region's car data, which is not good because it's not a really good consensus of, a nationwide market, which the ideas that I had for this project would ideally be data for like the whole US. And I do still want to do that. I'm going to have to kind of go back to the drawing board and get an idea of what that's going to look like, and how to do that the best way. But for now, I think it's going to be okay. We're going to just use, what I have. And it is really what it is. So, like I said, I've got an EC2 instance with, I just want to kind of sketch it out for you here. I've got an EC2 instance with a Python script on it, and it is scraping data from cars.com. And I've never diagrammed this out before. Is that a text box, or does this not give me, oh, was that a, oh, um, browser? Oh, it's a frame, that's why. Cars.com. Is there a scrape icon? No. What about beautiful soup? No. Web scrape. What is this? This cloud something? I don't even know. Okay. So EC2 with the Python script on it, cars.com scraping data, and then it's dumping into S3. And I should mention these are CSVs, not Excels. I don't know. Okay. So we're EC2, Python, cars.com scraping, dumping into an S3 bucket, which is what this is here. And we've got a lot of data at this point, because in each one of these CSVs, there's 100 pages of cars.com listings. And I do just want to give you an idea of what exactly we are scraping here. Here, let me just, oops. Not what I wanted there. Let me just download this and we'll open it up in Excel so you can get an idea. Okay, so here are the features we're scraping. And I will say they're not ideal. We're going to have a lot of data cleaning to do, and I've got to figure that out. Kind of wish I would have chosen a different website after I realized this, because cars.com does not split up their fields very well. And so that's going to be a huge data cleaning task. And we're going to try to address that here shortly. And I might even pull in the help of ChatGPT, because I'm going to need to really figure this out. So here we have the car's name column, which is not ideal. It's got year, make, model, and trim in the same field. Then we have car price. That's straightforward. Not too worried about that one. Car mileage. That'll be pretty easy as well. We just got to get rid of mileage, or the MI and the period and the extra spaces. And then it's just some weird stuff like this one. Might even look at dropping the ones that are just entered incorrectly. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that would be any sort of, like, if we dropped it, I don't think that would introduce any sort of bias into any models that we did, because I think that would just be either they didn't have the mileage on hand or it's just a data entry error. And I don't think all 2023 Honda Accord LXs are going to have a data entry error. I think data entry errors are pretty randomized. The only thing I maybe would say would be like if it's one person doing it a lot in the same location, maybe. But again, we're not doing multiple locations right now. It's really just local zip codes. So not worried about that. Interior color, exterior color. That's going to be interesting too. I don't even know if I'm going to use those. Well, I feel like I have to, because they're kind of important. But I've got a few ideas. Drivetrain, fuel type, transmission, engine, VIN, and then timestamp. I don't remember what this is. What is the timestamp? Did I add this later? I can't remember adding the timestamp. Oh, is that the date in which... Oh, I think that was just the date in which it was scraped. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Date in which it's scraped. I did add this after the fact because car values are kind of time sensitive, meaning this car is not going to be worth the same, down the line. So we need to figure out and capture the timestamp of when this 2020 Jeep Wrangler Sport was worth $28,800. That's kind of a really important metric. So I did go in after the fact and add that, I think. Is this my first? It is my first one. So maybe I didn't add after the fact. Okay, that's good then, because we have it in every single CSV. Perfect. Okay, so I've got a few ideas here of how to clean this. Really what I wanted to do in my idea from the very beginning was to have in Amazon warehouse services use, I don't even really know what I would use. I'm still learning a lot of stuff about AWS. This is really the first project I've even used it. I was trying to get an idea of like, okay, whenever a new CSV hits this S3 bucket, take it, run this cleaning process script on it, and then dump it into another S3 bucket that's like cleaned data. I didn't do that though. So now we just have a lot of not clean data, but we're going to work with it. So I'm going to use ChatGPT. Honestly, very helpful for certain tasks. And this is one of them. So what I'm gonna do here is I downloaded this Prompt Genius plugin, and I don't honestly, I didn't even know what this was when it pulled up. I wasn't expecting it. So here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm going to add in the CSV that we just downloaded, and I'm gonna say act as a data scientist slash engineer. I have several files like this, and I need to clean them. I know for sure I need to split out car name since it has make, model, year, and trim in them. I am thinking I need to make separate tables. Wow, can't spell. Perfect. Separate tables that have all of the current car makes, models, years, and trims, and then parse against it to split these out since car name doesn't have a common delimiter. Didn't spell it right. I didn't think I was going to. Delimiter. Did I spell it with an E? I don't even know. So doesn't have a common delimiter. That's really the main issue with that car name column. You know what? I'm just gonna see what we get with that. And I had an idea too of using it, ChatGPT. I would have to use the plugins to generate some tables for me of all of the current car models, or we would have to connect to some sort of API. That would probably be better, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find an API like that, especially one that's free to use. Really, bottom line, I need to get car name. The car name field. I need to get the make, the model, and the year, trim. That all needs to be in separate columns, and it needs to be very uniform to do any sort of machine learning on it. I'm not reading this, but I need to start. Okay, so we uploaded it. It basically read our data. Car name column indeed contains several pieces of information: the year, make, model, and sometimes trim. The general format seems to be year, make, model, trim, which is true, but not all entries have trim. Oh, that's so fun. To start splitting the data, we will remove any leading or trailing white space. We're going to split the car name into separate parts. Then we'll create a separate table for each category: makes, models, years, and trims. I don't think that's exactly what I want, mate. If there are exceptions, additional data cleaning may be required. Let's begin the process by splitting the car name column. I'm just curious what it's going to work through here. So it's splitting on spaces. Yeah, that's not what I wanted it to do. Sport. Why does it actually look like it kind of worked here? No, see. So premium, this is what's super annoying. Like a Q7 premium plus is the trim, but what happened here is it put premium in the model and plus in the. So now we've successfully split the year, make, model, trim columns. Next we can create separate tables for what? That's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, no. That is not exactly. what I was wanting. I want to take the car name column and join and how should I word this? Parse it and join it on a table that includes all of the makes, models, and years and trims. I can provide you with these tables. Yep. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to go, let's see. We're going to go new chat and I'm going to use plugins. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try it though. I'm going to use Vox script and we're going to say generate me oh my gosh. Generate me a CSV file. Oh wait, it's not going to be able to do that because I'm not in the code interpreter. My gosh. But I need current information, which is tough. Let me just do a quick search for car information API. VIN decoder, search vehicles sold. Database of car makes, models, trims. Ooh. Oh, $79. Dang. Okay, that would have been cool, but year, make, model, trim. The big database. Yeah, this is annoying because all of this is going to cost. My God, that's expensive too. Car query API. Bad response. Yeah, this is gonna be. Oh. Oh my God, there's so many though. Can I take a look at this? Oh, okay. Which class do you want to fetch the data from? I want car model list. Which query do you want to execute? None. I want just a list. Nope, not done that. Car model. Which fields do you want to fetch? All of them. How do you want to sort? Doesn't really matter. Ascending. That's fine. How do you want to pageant? Ooh, okay. So requests, I can make a for app. You should see the following output. Oh, that's not necessarily what I want though. Cool, but that's not what I want. Can I string? Man, I don't want to fetch it this way. I just want to download like a CSV. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it that way. I've never heard of this. Database. Darn, I was hoping that this would be able to be like downloaded. It would be super cool. Well, that's. Can I do? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why did that show up when I clicked Excel? Are these just the tags? They're just the tags. Okay. Well, we're gonna just try it this way. It's not ideal. Generate me. I can't do that. Um, get me a list of all car makes and output as a table. Get me a list of all car makes and output as a table. So car makes will be easy, I think. Search the internet if you need to. I'm not worried about this part because what we're doing is we're going from makes, which there's the fewest amount of, and then we're going to go to models, which there's going to be an absolute ton of, and then we're going to go to trims, which I don't even know if this is going to work very well. This is a staggering amount of information. I might just prompt it and say, like, where can I get this information? Because I don't even. Oh my God, there's more cars than I thought there were. That's just the A's? Oh my God. Oh geez. This is not going to work. What website did they get it from? Just curious. Carlogos.org, car brands. I'm going to go to this website. Hmm. God. Just curious if I click that. Oh, there's an ad. That's cool. Oh, it just shows you the logos. Okay. I didn't really know what that was going to do. Wonder if I'm going to keep having to click generate or no. Maybe not. Oh, hi-fi. There's a lot of car brands. My God. I want to say majority of these aren't even, I've never heard of them, and I don't know if any of them are even really relevant. Oh, here's an interesting fun fact. So this one here, this is actually pronounced Ligier. I learned that not too long ago. I was like really thrown off on that one. Also, oh no. Why is this including a GTR is not a model or a make? Mm. I could build a data if there's like a website too that's got all this info on it. I could build a scraper that would scrape it too, I guess. Really what I'm looking for is to be able to have these tables and then I almost think I need to dump this stuff in a data warehouse and like start doing some modeling, because I think that might be um I'm sure this seems pretty exhaustive to me, not gonna lie. More exhaustive than I was expecting. So don't you worry about that, mate. If I just go straight to Excel and dump this, or should I just have it generate me? Oh, that's cool. That prompt genius thing. Which car is the oldest? Tell me more about Tesla. That's kind of cool. Save as. Let me go ahead and put this in. Is this under? I don't even know if this is where I want to put this. Um, car underscore makes. That did not save as a CSV. Car makes. We've got that out of the way. Here's the real question. Give me a list of all I almost think I need to like have somehow limit this a little bit. Give me a list of all vehicle makes should I just do like the big brands? Give me a list of the top 20, top 15 vehicle manufacturers. Give me a list of top 15. Search the internet if you need to. Here's what we're going to do. I want a list of this, and then what we're going to say is give me all of the makes for just these vehicles. Because there is just not a chance that I'm going to be able to get. Volkswagen, Toyota. No, don't do that. Stellantis. I don't want the like holding companies. I don't want holding company names. I want the actual make names. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let it go because I've had weird experiences in the past. If I click stop generating, it just does weird stuff. Top 15 car makes by sales. Yeah, I think this will be a better list. Wow, some of those revenue numbers are insane. Volkswagen, 700 or $295.8 billion in revenue. Is that just for like a year? I don't even know. Honestly, if I wanted to simplify this too, I could take that other car makes list and just use whatever this returns. Hyundai, Kia. Why is that? Oh my God, stop doing these holding companies. Is Stellantis a holding company, or maybe that is a actual car make? Only me the makes that are in the United States. So what this should rephrase is top 15 car makes by sales in the United States. Okay, I should have asked that first. And then what we're going to do is, like I said, give me the models for all of these cars. That's going to be still, I think, a heck of a list. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep seeing where can I get car make and model details for free. Data. What's in here? Oh my gosh. Is this gonna be it? Does it have a trim though? Come on. No trim, I don't think. Trim, 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 trim. No trim. Honestly though, this might be good. We even have the transmission, and I love how it's just tranny. That's a little different though. My gosh, this is gonna be a challenge. I'm like regretting a lot of the decisions on this project at this point. Just the data is horribly. It was a bad decision from the beginning, I feel like, to do it this way. Okay, so Word F series. Do you have to tell me? I didn't ask for makes, or I mean models. It's literally giving me. Oh, it's frustrating. Okay, we're gonna work with it. Give me a list of all of the models for the following makes: Ford, Chevy, Chevrolet, probably, Ram, Toyota. I already did Chevy. Did I do Honda? No, Honda. Uh, Nissan. Ford. I already did that. Jeep. And yeah, I think that's everything. There's more though. Ford, Chevy, Ram, Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Jeep, Rivian. That's just one I know off the top of my head. Yeah, BMW, Mercedes, Tesla, General Motors, Hyundai and Kia. Those weren't on there. Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen. I think that encompasses a lot of them, though. Search the internet if needed. Oh my god, I'm nervous for this one. While that's working, I'm going to do a, oops. Are these, so let's just look at Audi, for example. There's so many columns in here that are just, what is this, barrels? CO2 tail? So here's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, displacement. That could be helpful for determining trim potentially. Fuel type premium gasoline. I thought that was trim for a second. I got really excited. So if we've got makes, let's look at the models. This does look like a comprehensive list of models for Audi, which could be awesome. No trim though, which trim is a pretty important factor when it comes to vehicle pricing. So I'm gonna have to sort that out. Here, okay, so it's giving me them individually. Do I build this CSV manually? Or do I just, I think I might have a better idea. Oh my gosh. That was a lot. So I wonder if at the end of this, I can say, do the same thing for trims. It's just gonna get really crazy really fast. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. It's 10:20. I do have other things that I have to get done today, so I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get here. This probably hasn't been the most fun video, but I'm just trying to really get an idea of just how we're gonna do this. Table. So we'll have our, ideally, we'll just have our table that has all of the makes, models, and trims in it. Because if we've got, well, maybe we just have a table with makes. Well, actually, I want to name it car underscore makes. It's not what I named it. And then we've got one with car underscore models. And I'm gonna need to make sure that the key are there. So the car makes here and then this one are gonna need to be the same spelling. and then car underscore trims. So these then, what I would like to do is join these with our data set. So we're gonna have to basically what I want the script to do is look in the car name field and say, okay, Ford matches Ford in the car makes. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna put it here. And then models is gonna say like, okay, we're gonna look in there, and if any of this text matches models, then we're gonna pull whatever text matches out. Then that's the model. Same thing with trim. And theoretically, we should have a somewhat uniform set of features for make, model, and trim. Here's, if I could go back, which I can, I might even eventually spin up a new, well, I'd use the same EC2 instance and just change script, but I would probably not use cars.com. I mentioned that at the beginning of this. I would probably use another vehicle website that's got the fields split out. Instead of having car name, they would have make, model, trim, and those fields would then be able to be referenced, and then it would just be a very clean feature sweep. Because the car name really introduces a lot of input validation problems. So I am going to go check on our GPT here. Oh no. No. I'm just going to say you stopped on Nissan. Please continue. Wow, this page is so laggy at this point. What is going on? UGR Corolla. This makes me feel good though because this is current, which is good. Oh, I hope the trademark thing. Oh no. That's gonna be annoying. Actually, I can easily get rid of that. See, and that's even weird too, that like the Grand Cherokees, why are they showing trims? It's a different model, I guess, but it's the where you draw the model line and the trim line's different. Curious when we get to Audi what it outputs. Did it already do Audi? I don't think so. I'm also curious what websites it's using. Oh, official. Oh wow, it's official Jeep site. So these are. This is might be problematic too because it's only going to be current vehicles, and we're looking at used car, so they might not be in there. I might end up using this other CSV. And then as far as trims are concerned, I don't know. Does this then have, like, if I go to, let's just go A4. Does it have all the years? Oh, it does have all the years that A4s were. Except for 2020. What? Oh, this doesn't look like it's fully up to date then. Because they still make A4s and it's not showing it's not showing an A4 for anything after 2020. Some of these are like are trims though. For Sportback, Coupe Quattro. What? X Sports? Stop it. Sports Activity Coupe. SAC. I don't think this is going to work very well. Curious how many joins we're able to get with just this information and how many are going to pull back as like NA. Well, also just want to check into, I hope that everything is sounding okay with everything. I've got a new, completely different mic setup now. I finally invested in a nice XLR microphone, and I even went a little bit insane and above and beyond because I bought a pair of in-ear monitors, which is what I've got in here, and it's wired completely wireless. So it's like what they use, like if you go to a concert and they're on stage, there's a transmitter coming out of the hub, and then I can perfectly monitor what my voice sounds like into this microphone, which is a nice feature. And it's really minimal. I just like the idea of not wearing huge headphones while I'm recording because I think just the in-ear monitor is really small and just better. And it's kind of cool because it runs down the back of my shirt, and then I've just got this little transmitter box here that's got a little clip on it, and I can just clip it on the side of my like pants or shorts. Let me Yeah, so the idea is then to, for me at least, I want to copy this stuff back into the other GPT conversation that we were on, and then I'm going to ask it to output me a CSV with hopefully the make in first column will be our primary key to connect. Actually, we don't even really need to do that then because I don't need the makes table at that point if it's all in just the same table. It's just going to get insane though when I get to trims. Really wish this was up to date. That's a bummer. Oops. Did not mean to open that. Car query, the vehicle database API. Yeah, but how much? Did I already click on this one earlier? I want to know where they're getting. That's a cool looking car. Oops. Can I just go to the database? These ads. So if I click on something here, related mix, then I just get like this pop up here, but it's got submodels. See, this could be one that I scrape if I really needed to, I guess. Because then I could scrape. Oh, that'd be gross though. Scrape the submodels. Oh my gosh. Is this still on Mercedes? What the heck is going on here? An error occurred while executing the plugin. Oh no. I think it broke. I'm gonna have to figure something else out, I think. Just wasted a lot of time. Hold on. Hold on. I have an idea. I think I just figured something out that might be best. I have the VIN for all of these vehicles. If I can pull this data through something and do a request for a VIN, then I might be able to pull back all the necessary information that I need. I'm going to try something real quick here. I have a large car data set with the VIN of all vehicles. How can I pull information from the internet using the VIN and pull back columns that contain the make, model, year, and trim? I wonder if it's going to have any ideas for this. Use a VIN decoder API. There's several VIN decoders. Some are free and some are paid. So if we do a VIN decoder API free, what? Oh, okay. Whoa, what is going on? Here's a simple example how you might do this in Python request library, JSON, your API key, the VIN you want to look up. So if I have a CSV with many rows of VINs, how would I pull back the info for each row? I think I have an idea. I just want to see what it says. So API methods decode the VIN. We need more information on this. Decode VIN will decode. Okay, then. So once a standalone, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Let's go back to no. I do. What about CarMD? I've heard of CarMD before. VinDecode API features year, make, model, engine, manufacturer, trim, transmission. That is perfect, really. Register an account for free and grab your API keys. Sign me up. All right, let me pull this over here so y'all don't steal my information. I actually feel like I hate these CAPTCHA things. Execute in 0G. Didn't accept the terms. Love it. Now I have to re-enter my password. All right, I've got my keys, but I need the API documentation. Okay, so API documentation, authentication before beginning, use API. You must register. On registration, you have two pieces of information, which must be submitted as part of your request. The partner token is on every call to CarMD APIs. Okay, so why do I have this? Wow, there's really a good amount of information here. So, okay, the first little part of coding that we're gonna try here. Let me open up a new automotive price analysis. Not copy. Alrighty. So let's just do a new file. I'm gonna do Jupyter Notebook. We're gonna import this stuff real quick. Oh my gosh, which one I don't remember which one has like all my stuff. I think it's this one. Connecting to kernel. It's taking a really long time for some reason. Ooh, how am I gonna do this API key without? Do I even care that much that my CarMD API key is gonna be seen? Not really. What is going on? Why is this not connecting to the Python environment? Something is broken. Select interpreter. not sure what's happening. Oh my goodness. I'm closing VS Code for a second. I don't know what is happening. I'm at the reopen. I didn't even do anything to this, so just calm down. Open folder. No bottleneck pandas. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not the interpreter I want. I think it was this one. The base 3.9 one, I'm pretty sure. Why will it not connect to this kernel? Finally. Okay. I just want to test this on, so we're going to test it on the 511 car data. I'm going to copy path, and we're going to do df is equal to pd.read csv. Just want to get that data frame in, and then df.head. Just want to look. Okay. So we've got the info in here. Let's go ahead and do a, I guess, API key. I'm going to have to show this, but I'm not that worried about it. This is my CarMD API key, so I don't even know. I need to figure out how to use this API. Authentication. Before being able to use CarMD, you must register. Already done that. I'm going to paste in some of this documentation. So API reference, and then requests, credit details. So VIN decode. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some new columns for the information I'm wanting. And we're just going to make it. All right, we want make. We're going to grab back model, trim. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess I could have done. I'll just do year and then trim. And then we're going to create those. So now if we do like df.head, we have all that info, all those blank. So headers. So I'm taking a look at the docs here. Okay, content type. Content dash type. application slash JSON. Oops. And then we're going to do authorization. And then I'm going to have to do my key here. Do I need the word basic in there or no? We'll find out. I don't think so, but we will figure that out soon. Partner dash token, partner token. Partner token. Okay. Successful connection. Fantastic. So what we're going to do now is iterate over each row, decode the VINs, pull back the information. So for index row in df.it iterate rows. I feel like sometimes the autocomplete is just weird. So VIN is equal to row. Wait a second. For index row and iterate rows, VIN is equal to. What is our VIN? It is VIN. Okay, cool. VIN row. VIN. It's equal to requests dot get. We need URL. Headers is equal to headers, which we've already put in here. Request to get URL headers headers. We're gonna parse the JSON response, so JSON dot loads, and then response dot text. Leads. Why did I put leads? Loads. And then we want to extract that information. So df index, we'll do make, and that's going to be equal to the data. df at index make is equal to the data, and then the data make. And we're going to do this 4 times. We're going to do make, we'll do model, year, and trim. And we'll do model, year, trim. Something I might need to do first is see. Let me do df dot info. Okay, so they all have a VIN. I was worried that there was going to be one that didn't have a VIN or something. And then I'm going to save this. We're going to do df dot to underscore CSV. I really am just using this as a proof of concept. I want to see if this is something that can even use. Obviously, we would have to change this up quite a bit, but let's see. I am going to, where do I want to put this? Just gonna put it here. URL's not defined. Oh, I didn't even put a. Well, I thought I defined URL. Wow, I am dumb. So, wow. Okay, let me fix this real quick. Response is equal to request get URL headers. URL is the endpoint of the API. So F HTTP bin. Okay. Response object has no attribute text. I put txt. It needs to be text. df at index key error data. Try a couple debug things here. Status 401 and is an error, I believe. What are our requests? 401 unauthorized invalid API key. Oh. So I think I might actually know then. It wants this. That's the weirdest API key then I've ever seen. Super weird API key. Yeah, so the API key has the word basic and then a space, and then it has like what a normal API key looks like. So, okay, credentials valid, version endpoint decode. Oh, it's working. And then it broke. Permission denied to what? Why did I have a permission denied when I was exporting? What? Oh my goodness, I realized what I've done. I realized what I've done. Okay, and then index, we're gonna get rid of index as well. Good thing the API is free and doesn't cost anything to hit it. Oh, wow. This is slower than I thought it would be. Wow. That's slow. That's slow. It's so nice though that it pulls back like exactly what it needs. So, oh, and then we probably hit an invalid. None type object is not subscriptable. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust. We're gonna have to check. Make a little adjustment here. Um, choose a little F string and then actually, yeah, bin is sure. Okay. So print no data return for bin. So we're checking if the data in data, that's very confusing to read, is not none, then we're gonna pull this information, else we're just gonna print and then continue on. So this is gonna take forever. I'm just trying to think of ways to speed up. I wonder if there's rate limits on this API. If there's not rate limits on this API, I could run concurrent requests and speed this thing up. I don't see anything about a rate limit on this thing. I'm gonna speed this thing up. So here, I just want to sort of proof of concept. So it's able to do it, but look, that's one vehicle. That's another vehicle. That's another vehicle. Oh, it's actually not pulling back now. What the heck? Did I already hit like a limit or something? It's not pulling back. Okay, so it already pulled for some of these. I need to re-import. So it's cool though because it's Jeep Wrangler 2020 Sport Trim. I'm gonna essentially reload in my CSV. We're gonna re-pull that. We're just gonna rerun all of this, and then we'll pull this. I need to see if this is. I think we might. I think I might not have any. I have 0 credits remaining. I thought I had credits. That's super annoying. Each API has a cost in credits. Okay, so API costs. If I pull back year, make, model, year, make, model, engine, year, make, model, engine. trim. Is trim on here? Oh wait, here, just decode. I think decode is 1 credit. So if I need, here, I might as well show you what I'm doing here. Each API has a cost. Some methods may be more credits than others. Please enter the number of credits you'd like to purchase. I don't know. Let's just say 50,000. I'm just like really just guessing randomly here. Oh, shoot. Oh, 750 bucks. Yikes. So I just realized I have 10 a day, so this is not going to work. So frustrated. Well, hey, we made a little API pullback here, which is kind of fun, I guess. Um, I was just getting ready to hit it with some concurrency too. Like there was even a chance that I was going to be able to do that. I'm so frustrated. Well, I guess one thing I want to look at then is, do they have another one that I can find? So the decode VIN here, I wish it was a little more straightforward if there's like pricing. Okay, I want to get, oh, this one I don't even need. Are you sure? Vehicles format JSON. The decode VIN will decode the VIN, and decode output will be made available in the format key value pairs. The ID represents the unique ID associated with the variable. In case of text, LED is not acceptable. Model year in the request allows for the decoding to specifically be done in the current or older pre-1980 model year ranges. It is recommended to always send in the model year. This API also supports partial VIN decoding. That's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to try something else very quickly here because I do need to actually hop off. All right, we're going to reformat this a bit. Reload this in, reload this in. this. Honestly, I'm going to, I can keep that, I guess. So URL, iterate over data frame in chunks. Let's go. Chunk size equal to 100 for I in range 0 of the data frame. Chunk underscore size. Chunk is equal to df I plus chunk size. Ooh, not crop. This is a bit different. This API is a little bit kind of strange. Because we're actually sending like a chunk of VINs, like separated by semicolons, which is kind of interesting. Join. We're gonna join the chunk with VIN. And then posts underscore fields is equal to the format JSON and data. Bins. We're gonna send the post request response. It's equal to requests dot post URL data equals post underscore fields. This looks weird to me. It's a JSON file. I don't know if this is gonna work. Data is equal to JSON.loads response.text. And then we're gonna iterate over the rows again. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. And I'm going to copy this over. Okay, I think if there's an error with this API, I think it just returns nothing. So oh, why? I need to pull that out of that loop. All right, I'm just going to do df.head, make sure our data frame is ready to accept. It is ready. Nope. Key or VIN. I wonder if dict keys message. Weird. Okay, I don't know what the API returns, which is this website is not very helpful for this API. There's no documentation whatsoever on this thing. Error encountered, retrieving data. Max number of VINs of 50 exceeded. Oh, you can only do 50 at a time. Easy fix. See, that's what we needed. We just need to print the message and see. I was actually thinking that because I scrolled down on the website and there's a text box. You can actually paste it straight in the text box, and it says 50 max there. So I was wondering if that was the case. I might need to add some sort of like progress bar or something somehow. That's kind of cool. I just asked GPT a question about progress thing, and there's a library. This is one of the reasons I really like using transformers in workflows. There's a library called TQDM that helps you add a progress bar to your loops, which I think is just cool. I probably wouldn't even have ever thought about that or known about it. It kind of makes me want to try to input this real quick and try it. This might take a really long time. I don't know. I'm going to interrupt this, and we are going to... Oops. Let's get rid of all that. I did just paste this in from GPT, so hopefully it doesn't break it. Try this now. TQDM is not defined. Oh. Import. I'm probably going to actually have to import TQDM. I doubt I have this package installed. Or I do. Oh, check it out. How neat is that? Oh, because we're still doing 50. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Yeah, because now I see that how far we are along. It just makes it so much better. Just a better thing in general. Guys, while this is running, I'm going to take a break for a quick second. I am going to be wrapping up the stream probably in the next 15 minutes or so, but I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and as you can see, it took 3 minutes and 53 seconds to complete. It's kind of long. I might need to figure out how to do some concurrency here, especially if I do the other ones. Man, it's weird talking with no monitor on now. I feel strange. Okay, I just want to see what our CSV looks like. Did it even output? Why don't I see a CSV file? Oh no. Oh, I know why. It's in the wrong folder. Okay. So it looks like trim is missing from quite a few of them. which is interesting. Um, Also, like a 1969 that didn't pull back, which doesn't surprise me. I do think this is going to be okay though, which is cool. Um, because here's the cool thing about this. Essentially, I'm going to throw out the car name field really at this point with this. I don't need to do any joining or matching because this is what we're pulling because these are the VINs. So that's what we're looking at. And then I'll basically um, I will literally be using um because I've got the VINs in here and stuff, so we've got all of the information to be able to do kind of a really build a model on this. R RSQ8, that's expensive. Wow. Okay, well this gives me confidence. I think this model will be I think this is going to be the proper way to go about this. I'm going to need to figure out how to do some concurrency. And I'm going to live stream, I think, more often now. So I'll probably do this in the next live stream. I need to figure out how to do some concurrency so we can get the requests back quicker. And then I'm going to essentially run my entire data set through this and maybe even come up with what I'd really like to do is come up with a future solution where this is all in EC2 and running. So whenever I get more data into that S3 bucket, then all of this will happen just automatically. And then I can lay this out so that it's like constantly up to date and streaming. And then we can build some cool stuff with this. Um, we can try to do some machine learning to identify what features have the largest impact on vehicle price. We can do predictions on, kind of like a Kelly Blue Book thing. You put your make, model, year, trim in, color, stuff like that, and get some cool stuff back that way as well. And yeah, I think there's a lot of cool stuff we can do with this. One of the other long-term things I would like to do too is combine this with maintenance information regarding vehicles and try to figure out the best, like an optimization problem, the best time to sell a vehicle before it starts having a bunch of issues, and try to optimize like your uh, cost to own basically. Because if you keep a car for a really long time, you are saving money in a way because you don't have to buy the new car and have a payment. You probably paid off. You don't even have a payment at that point. But if you keep it too long, then you're going to start having very large mechanical failures and issues, which cost a lot of money to repair. So there is an optimal time to sell, and it's going to be different for every single vehicle. So that's really the main part of this project, why I started this. I want to get to that point. It's going to be a while before we get there, but this is fun, full stack data science project that I've been able to go from collecting the data from on my own. And then we're going to be processing, which we're still in the process of doing now, and then build some cool stuff on top of it. So guys, that's gonna be it for the stream today. I have to run and do some other things, but I thank you for watching. If you did, I know the beginning was a little slow. We didn't really code a lot. I just kind of talked through a bunch of different things. It's hard when I come back to this project. It's been so long, so I kind of needed to like re-jog my memory on where we were at with everything. So hopefully next time we can just jump straight into coding and getting everything. I'll try to do a little bit of jogging memory beforehand, and it's also not going to be as long. I'd like to start streaming, like I said, more frequently and working on this project and others. So